Hello, and welcome to another episode of my playthrough of Quest 64. The last time we had left off, we were about midway through the Blue Cave, and I was trying to escape, apparently. Like I said, the Blue Cave is not too difficult. It's actually fairly easy if you have Magic Barrier. The only problem is that it is kind of narrow, so it's pretty easy to get trapped. I'm still continuing on with speeding through battles right now. Let me know what y'all think. I personally think it's a nice addition, but that's just me. I mean, I had to play through it, so y'all might want to see the battles, and if y'all do, just let me know and I will change that. And finally, we are going to actually start getting the battles that are actually kind of fun. We're also going to get to the part in this video that is the reason why it took so long for me to upload. That was a good one. Like I said, I ran into a problem with the emulator. I don't know if it's a problem with the actual game, but I'll talk to you when we get there about it. The Blue Cave is only about an hour long, believe it or not. It seemed a lot longer when I was playing through it, but that's probably because I had to play through it like 4 times. Remember that we are going to visit Epona, who's at the end of the cave. We're also doing really good on spirits. I believe we get close to 50 by the end of this episode. As you can tell, I was really not in the mood to fight anymore at this point in the game. Remember, when I finish out maxing out Earth, the rest of my points are going to start going into Wind, and I'll keep doing like a 2-1 ratio with Water. Oh, there we go. We have a spirit right here on this side of the pillar. This one's actually kind of easy to miss, so make sure to pay attention to every corner. The Blue Cave itself, coming up is a very nice opportunity to show off the music, because, like I said, the music here is pretty awesome, so I'm going to be a little quiet during that part. Thanks to Avalanche, there is pretty much nothing we can't take care of here in the cave. But there are the Oh, did you see that? We got 115 HP now, so we're feeling pretty tough. Here is upcoming one of the more visually impressive parts of the cave. I really like this, even though there's not much here. It's a very beautiful look, and it also gives you a nice long opportunity to listen into how the music goes, because the music can be kind of difficult to pick up with all the of the battles going on. During this long stretch, there's actually no random battles. I've run through here quite a few times, and there's this long stretch that just seems to be here for visual porn. Anyways, I'm going to be quiet and let the music play a little bit. The instant we get out of that little cave area, we have our first battle. Fortunately, we're at the end of the We're at the end of the field, so we can just heal up and flee on our way. Let's go ahead and head to the left first and see what awaits us at this end. And it's not just a mimic, there actually is something good around here. Let's see what we got waiting for us. Oh, this is a lot. Oh, 2 chests! There you go. Let's see what goodies we have. Alright. It's a little hard to line up how you can... Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, let's take care of this. And keep in mind that this happened because it's kind of difficult to line up just right in front of the chests. At least for me it is. Fortunately, it's not that huge a group. It's just 3 of them. Let's get in the middle and avalanche them to death a little bit. Or magic barrier, I guess. Oh well. Never hurt to refresh that magic barrier. Oh, come on, that should have hit it. Let's go ahead and Earth 3 it, I guess. Rock 3, sorry. Hey, that was a pretty easy battle, actually. And let's claim our hard-earned rewards. Dewdrops, that's 10 MP in case you forgot. Be very careful, and... Healing potion. If I remember correctly, that's 150 health, which we don't even have yet. And quite frankly, we haven't needed anything more than a honey bread, so... It'll be good for when we get into later bosses that have HP in the thousands. Well, that was terrible. Did you see that? Didn't even come close. Here's some good news. We're not far from the end of the blue cave. At least I think this is the blue cave. I can't figure what else it would be. I remember there being like an underwater sort of cave at one point, but I don't think that's the blue cave. Because this is blue and it's a cave. Oh boy. This does not look good. Oh hey, I can just barely manage an escape. Okay, so let's continue on. We have another... We will be returning to that beautiful little chasm room again. Not too long. There's not really much here. It's pretty much a straight shot with random battles. Let's go ahead and fight this battle, because, you know, as much as I hate having to stop the action to buff up on combat, it is kind of necessary for advancement. That was a terrible avalanche. My goodness. Position ourselves just right and avalanche these bad boys. Okay, so it's killing exactly one. Let's see if we can actually get it to hit 2 of them, or maybe even kill 2 of them. Kill both of them this time. Just 1 hit? Now, I'm really glad that Avalanche is living up to its name as an AoE. Oh, there we go. Ow. You know, I probably could have killed it, but knowing my luck, it probably would have just been missing all the time. Careful not to leave the arena. Okay. That went slightly better than I was expecting. Oh, we got ourselves an earth out of it. However, we've drained most of our HP and about half of our HP and almost all of our MP. So MP grows back, and after that, shortly after, we'll have our MP back. However, it does get a little annoying when basically all your healing for one round is done up in one random encounter jump. If I remember correctly, I pretty much skipped most of the battles from this point on. Actually, that's not quite true. There is one area where we will be seeing of some familiar faces. Yeah, see how it almost brought us back down to where we were the first time? When we start this battle? Or before our last heal about? It is really pretty annoying. Here's a little fun trick. You can actually, heal when you're outside the barrier to kind of, when you're outside the battlefield. And it'll automatically end your turn on the next one. It'll do this for any, spell, like if you're like I first discovered this when I was doing an avalanche, and I happened to be outside of the field, which was annoying because I almost killed the bastard. I just realized that I don't believe I used the Rock 2 spell, the Rolling Rock 2 spell, which is basically an improved version of Rolling Rock. I remember using it a lot in like my previous playthroughs of this cave. I'm not sure why I don't do it this time. But it's not a bad spell. It has a slightly longer range, larger boulder, I mean, deals slightly more damage. And it seems to cut a slightly larger swath through enemies. It's still not great. The range can be a little wonky, but that's how it is for a lot of the AoEs in this game. We're back to the Purple Chasm, as I call it. This path isn't as long. Obviously, it's just right there. But it is nearing another place of note here in the caves. If I remember correctly, it's just a straight shot down this part until we get to the wide open cavern area, which is where I was encountering the trouble with the emulator. Huh, I haven't been attacked in a while. But if I remember correctly, you can have random encounters in this area. Don't feel like fighting you. You can see I don't do the heal escape that often. Oh! We got another piece of MP though. I don't do the heal escape that often because it's kind of pointless. Okay, here is the wide open cavern. This place is lousy with... Yeah, I'm not fighting you guys. Y'all can just go to hell. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, let's just book it. There we go. Up ahead is the cavern. It is lousy with chests and spirits. You kind of have to go out of your way to do it. I'm just gonna be upfront right now. I didn't get all the chests. I think I got all the spirits, though, which are more valuable. I mean, so far, most of the items, I don't use items that much anyways. So I'm pretty sure I didn't miss much at all. Like, do you see our first spirit? The cavern, it does have enemies, but it's not bad enemies. You'll see what I mean. You're gonna recognize them. Because it uses the exact same model as another enemy you've seen. Like, exact. Yep, these annoying bat things. Skelebats. See, that was terrible. It doesn't always work out like that, but a lot of times it does. Sticking to the right path will pretty much get you out, pretty much put you on the path to escaping out of the cave. It also is where a lot of the spirits are. Anyways, remember these skelebats? Ooh, they're so scary, right? A little low damage, right? Well, they are just like they were in the Call Hazard Caves. they have low HP. 2 rock showers can kill them. Rock showers being the weak spell that auto-targets every enemy in the field for, like, not that much damage. But it's guaranteed hit on all of them. This is where I ran into the bug, though, with the emulator. There would sometimes be 2 to 4 of these skelebats around here. Like, you'll see, they come in pretty big groups. I'm not sure if it's the size of the group or just the spell in general, but I had a pretty good chance of the game freezing whenever I used Rock Shower here. I don't know if that's a condition also on the N64, but it's definitely a problem with my emulator, because I tried it like 3 or 4 times just to make sure it was screwing up properly, and that is always where it froze up. Actually, the first time I quit, it's because I forgot to talk to opponent before proceeding on. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. But yeah, so be careful with Rock Shower if you're gonna play through this game. If anyone can let me know if the N64 release actually had trouble with Rock Shower like that, I'd be much obliged. Oh, that was pitiful, Skelebat. that just makes me laugh. Right. Rock Shower, though, if you can get it to work, if it's just me, it's probably the choice spell against these guys, because it kills the entire group in roughly 2 turns. Guaranteed, there's no, like, avalanche missing, it's gonna screw you up. So, Rock Shower, oddly enough, has a purpose. I kid, I can see how it might have another purpose. See? That is why you might want to be tempted to use Rock Shower instead of, say, Avalanche. Not that it really matters. But you see, we did over 200 damage there. That's a new high for us. Even though it was against an enemy that's probably weak to Earth. Nothing there. See if we can find that errant spirit out here. No, nothing that way. So, from what I can remember, I am about just shy of halfway through the game. If anyone can verify that for me, I'd be pretty pleased. Because if I haven't let on, I'm kind of not enjoying the game that much. Don't get me wrong, the boss fights are fun, but there's just so much tedium I didn't realize as a kid behind, like, just traversing the area because, we can't get to that chest. I have no idea how to get to that chest. Yeah, there's just so much tedium that I do not remember, because, one, the battles are fairly difficult sometimes, and, that was stupid. They're also fairly annoying, and there's so many of them, so... That was good. Fortunately though, these guys, even if I miss on the avalanche, are pretty easy. Not gonna bother with that chest. Let's just go ahead and proceed on to the exit and grab... I think there's another spirit up ahead before we actually leave this area. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's down this way. I believe this way actually leads to another chest. Doesn't look like it, at least not so far. Stupid skelebats. I really don't want to fight y'all. And y'all's wind, yeah, it's pitiful. In case you haven't guessed, I think I'm just gonna try and get out of here as quickly as I can. Because as much as I'd like the other spirit, I just don't want to be here anymore. So let's go ahead and continue on our way. So it's, a little off topic, but still in line with the game. It's just about a little over a year since I started doing proper sort of Let's Play related stuff. I call it playthroughs for some reason, but yeah, so I finished all of Deadly Premonition, even though I took a much longer than necessary break. I am dedicated to finishing Quest 64 come hell or high water. After Quest 64, well, I'll let y'all do some decisions. I'll give y'all a chance to give some ideas. I have a couple of things I would like to do, but they're all sort of freeform, because I really don't have two Let's Plays going on at the same time. That seems kind of asking for trouble. So, if y'all know of anything y'all'd like me to do, feel free to suggest it. How I choose what games I do, I like to do games that I enjoyed or were integral to me in some way as a gamer. Deadly Premonition, that was a love letter to the game. Quest 64 here is me reliving part of my childhood. I just noticed that we now have 116 HP. Very nice. Good news, also guys, we are almost out of the cave portion of the Blue Cave. Oh, the jellies! Yeah, the jellies are another one of the monsters here in the Blue Cave. I forgot about, like the red ones, I forgot about them being here because I saw them a lot on my first playthrough. Anyways, like pretty much everything else here, they use fire arrows. I'm not sure why they're using fire spells. I guess it's just easier to do. I notice I don't see very many earth spells being used, or fire spells. Oh, I mean, yeah, this is a fire spell. What am I saying? And I see some water spells, so I guess there is a fairly good mix. Earth is just the rarest from what I'm seeing. Not many people are using Earth Rock 1, or a couple of them use Avalanche. Anyways, we have reached the end of the dungeon. Let me just let the music play a bit. I complain about this game, and then there's parts like this that just make me remember, this is why I love this game. Let's go ahead and pop us up some more water. Go speak to Epona. This is the Crystal Valley. Take a moment to drink it in. It's a lovely place. It's one of the best tracks in the game. Right here, at least in my opinion. This and Melroad are so far my favorites. Let's go ahead and speak with Epona. I forgot this interior area had its own special music. Very nice track as well. Sorry for the impromptu quiet. If nothing else, these episodes have had some good music. This episode has been a showcase of the awesome music that's in this game, as well as some of the more beautiful things about it. From a visual standpoint. Anyways, we're going to be heading to lackluster, and right through that door, actually. But first, let's go ahead and speak to the owl. He will save our progress, which is where we are going to be stopping for today. As always, thank you very much for watching, and have a good day. Next time, we will proceed on.